Yo yo, yo yo yo. Hope y'all fucking with the new mic. But anyways, it's your boy Izzy the Chosen One, and we are back at it again with another YouTube video. And basically, today's video is y'all really say that y'all want change and you want a new environment, but the truth is you're stuck, you're unmotivated, you're undisciplined, and that's why you have to make the change. In order to grow, sometimes you gotta leave it all behind so you can start anew. You know what I'm saying? People don't like to change. People are actually afraid of change. But you gotta embrace the change, bro. Why is this thing shaking so much? You gotta embrace the change. You gotta welcome the change so that when you are in that area of life where you can finally make changes, you'll be ready. So that's why you gotta start to adapt, bro. You gotta start making these small changes. And then these small changes are gonna compound and compound. And over time, they'll add up. And then eventually you can work your way up to bigger changes. You know what I'm saying? But it starts out with the diet. Once you get your health on point, to the point where you can finally excel and grow, and you'll have an advantage over others because you're healthy, not just because you know you took a shortcut either. Because there's faster ways to get health either, but you took the long route, you took the disciplined route, you took the natural route, and that's something to be commendable. But along with that road comes discipline and sacrifice, man. Sometimes you don't want to eat healthy, but that's where you gotta cut through and push through. And sometimes you don't want to work out that day, but that's where you gotta push through. I want a nice big house someday, guys. Nice big house, so I can start a family. And that's why you gotta look and look and look and look and look. And if you're not putting in that work, then you're not gonna get a house either, fellas. Y'all want to start a family, don't you? And we really need to get our priorities straight, guys. Because there's so much potential that's just left on the table, and nobody is trying to go after. There's just so much potential. See, what we could do is turn off the alarm clock and roll over in bed and, just say we'll do it tomorrow. But nah, sometimes you just have to force yourself to wake up a little bit earlier so you can put that work in. And then by the time you're done, bro, you're already halfway done with your day. You're already halfway done with your day. And then you go to work and then you're pretty much done with the day. But people, sometimes we like to cut corners, man, and we gotta get that out of our head. Instead of waking up and immediately grabbing your phone to see what's going on, you gotta put that phone down, get up, get dressed, and get your day started, and then you can look at the phone. But it takes discipline and motivation. So when you finally become that greater version of yourself, everything's gonna be all set in place. And I know you be dealing with a lot of negativity, whether it's, at home or at work or maybe even in the gym. And that's why you just gotta get away from all that negative energy, bro. Maybe the universe is telling you that you're not meant to be there. So maybe it's time for something new. Maybe you've been in your hometown your whole entire life. Maybe it's something that you need just needs to be new. And don't try and let people hold you back either. Because that's what these people are gonna do. They're gonna try and hold you back and tell you no. Don't do what's best for your life. Don't do what's best for yourself. Why don't you stay here? Because misery loves company. And when you're stuck in that comfort zone, you'll never be able to adapt or evolve or even grow. You're just gonna be this fucking same. And if you want to stay the same, then by all means, stay the same. But there's so much more that this life can offer you other than just being the same individual every single day you wake up, going to the same job that you hate. You hate that job, so why are you going to it every single day? This is when you gotta fully lock in so you can elevate, bro. It's not just overnight success. It's just not how it works. And you really gotta want it, bro. You gotta want it more than anything. You gotta want it more than life or death, bro. You gotta be running through people. And that's the difference. That's the champion mindset versus the regular guy's mindset. The champion is gonna run right through you. And there's nothing that you could do. And he's gonna show up every single day. He's gonna show up earlier every single day. He's gonna leave a little bit later than you do every single day. And that's just the difference of the champion mindset. Just put a little bit more work in so that you can grow more and faster too. Anyways, YouTube, it's been your boy Izzy the Chosen One. Hope y'all like this message. If you're stuck in that place, you gotta find a new space. Take it easy.